Right. Now, talking about this issue of the Northwest, Southwest, we call the Anglophone crisis. You, particularly, Prof, when you were addressing the Anglophone question to a sister media organ, that was on October 2024, you said that there is an absolute necessity to discuss the root cause of the problem that focuses, or than focusing on the consequences of the problem. I think our colleague, a journalist, asked you your reaction on the arrest of Ayabacho Lucas by then, and this was the response to you. You said these were the consequences of the crisis, and it was necessary for the root cause of the issue. 1 year after, has there been any shift in the approach and the method to the Anglophone?
I'm afraid no. I'm afraid no, because remember what late John Gufoncha said in that book, that he did the best he could to have a say. He tried to be received by the President of the Republic, never has given any opportunity for that. And he said, our Francophone friends prefer guns and neglect dialogue, which the Anglophones, Cameroonians appreciate, love, dialogue. And I remember, you know, about the national dialogue. National dialogue?
Yeah, the national dialogue.
Okay.
That was a major national dialogue.
You know what it went? I noticed something. I was reading a book, and I noticed something. Something the President of the Republic mentioned in years gone. Where was it? I noted it down. It was in Bafoussam. Let me find it, not to talk nonsense. He was referring to dialogue in 1991.
Okay.
When
Embrace.
people were asking for a national dialogue. And he said, to ask for a dialogue and to impose your own agenda and your views is no longer a dialogue. But what happened when
in 2019 was the reverse?
The reverse just happened for that so-called national dialogue, because it was a one-way route. And many big guns of our nation slammed the door. I remember Barrister Akeremuna slammed the door. You know, Cardinal Tumi was there, but he was sad because of what he was witnessing. I don't know whether I tried to answer your question.
Yes,
but that's it.
That's it. Now, Prof, this is interesting. You are talking about getting the necessity to get Nevaquin, for example, for malaria. I want to believe that you are prescribing the right medication for an ailment. Now, talking about the right medication for the Anglophone problem that we talked about some few minutes ago, when you tend to respond to Juval, you said that the adage better late than never is important in most of these cases. Now, when you look at the situation in the Northwest and Southwest regions now, do you believe that a kind of dialogue that was initially denied, like what happened with the Secretary General at the presidency in the Far North region of Cameroon, can come back, can be initiated? And if it's to be initiated, what form should it take? How should it be so there can be an appropriate treatment to the crisis that has caused thousands of lives and hundreds of thousands displaced?
We are talking loud of patriotism, solidarity, inclusion, but at the same time, underground, we are organizing squabbles for people to keep fighting, for us to keep on seat, you know. That situation is simply a fake democracy for fake dialogues, and for fake solutions, we have to come back to the roots of this issue, which is not a regional issue. It is a national issue. When people talk of Anglophones problem, no. Our compatriots who happens to be English speaking do not have English as their native language, you know. But due to history, I happen to be called a Francophone. But my native language is not French.
Exactly.
Someone else may happen to speak English, but his native language is not English. Why should we cling to these external tools to kill ourselves? We have to come back. And the book we referred to
Cameroons
mentioned other books. The one published by late Solomon Tandemuna, here it is, was a philatelist. And he talked about Cameroonian history, full stamps. And he kept ringing the bell to warn the people that something horrible is cooking. Cancer has been implanted in our country. If we don't pay attention, it will lead to death and tears. We keep.
But he was a senior official. Who was he sending the message to? The people in power, the common man?
First of all, a man like Solomon Tandemuna came to the conclusion that he has been cheated.
Okay.
Thou who was part of it, thinking that it would lead to something coherent.
Cheated at the reunification?
This book you have to read, he says something important.
All right, go ahead.
They started with the Republic of Cameroon, and by the end, at the end of they found themselves in a country called La République du Cameroun. In the meantime, something happened, and this is what is aching. Something went wrong. And the book I wrote, quoting Solomon Tandemuna and Akerimuna, who mentioned not the same things, but he wrote to his Francophone brother that how would you think that once you raise a problem, I tell you go to Gabon, because our English speaking brothers were asked to go back to Nigeria. It is something, I don't know whether we have time to go into it, but it is important to know that until we go deep down to the roots, we may keep talking, we'll continue killing one another, there will not be
Obviously there is some bad faith somewhere.
Of course, and this is a moral issue. Solomon Tandemuna, late Dongo Foncha, and now Barrister Akerimuna are raising. That problem is moral. Are we moral enough to acknowledge that something went wrong because someone was decided to cheat others? This is the issue. Talking loudly doesn't mean anything. We have to go back to what went wrong, and everyone knows what went wrong.
When I don't see and say, all man now don't talk about the struggle. That means say, as time they go on, as we put the pressure, we put power, we go for front, we mash them, it enter for people their head very well. You understand? Now small, you dey get for your destination. A lot of people, they don't need to talk about this struggle, and people they need to talk about this struggle just in the surface, right? They do everything possible for go to the root of the matter. That means all these public days, the way people they know them, 11 February, 20 May, all these things. What is the meaning and what is the significance of these dates? People, they don't ask question on the foundation of the Cameroons. They don't ask question, say, but that pay, how it do come about? What it bring out? People, they don't ask question. Plenty question them. And you see, like how they ask the question them, it go now, they dig something, then right deep. Now only when hand stay plenty for Shio, it bring motor. You understand what I don't know? Now that power will go put am. Now that resistance, that continuous resistance, now it go bring we freedom. Now it go bring we independence. I dey tell una, Ambazonia. Now that continuous resistance, now it go bring we freedom. We no dey for any fast and fast. Now tick tack. We don't read jam, we don't go. People, now professor that for La Republique. Professor, no be Ambazonia man that do. Now La Republique man, pew. He talk about the root cause of the problem. How the Cameroon they come about. How the pays come about as a result of waiting. Now two people. Today they tell you say this one no. Now one and indivisible, now blah blah blah. But they know the truth. The truth they very visible and clear. I will see you again for my next update. But I hope say this message it reach everybody. It be available to every platform for all man forget them. Share this video as far as you can. You have people that know say this there is a history we have. We not just talk because one talk. We talk because facts then they available. We talk because some two people they become together and say, hey, we try something here. If we stay for federation, you maintain your identity and maintain my own. But after, so other man can talk say, I cancel your own because he get army. Then after he can talk say this now one and indivisible. You get the point? Then they dictate on we. That is where the problem is. The bottom, the root of the matter. May the video go far as possible. And I wish you an excellent time. God bless you. And God bless Ambazonia. God bless Southern Cameroons. Thank you.